Eating out is getting more expensive. A report from the Bureau of Labor Statistics shows prices jumped more than 5% in December.
We have had to raise our prices.
Restaurant owner Walter Mansky says that's because his costs keep going up.
The cost of labor, the cost of good quality ingredients, rent, everything.
Overall, annual prices rose 3.4% in December, up from 3.1% in November. Higher energy prices helped drive the increase, and so did the cost of rent, up 6.2%. Despite inflation rising more than expected, economists do see good news. Prices at the grocery store only went up 1.3%. And after ticking up in December, the national average for gas has gone down 8 cents a gallon in the past month.
So we have been seeing progress. Remember, in 2022, in June, we were at 9.1% as an overall rate.
And CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger says a metric called the core rate is at its lowest level in 2.5 years. Because of that, analysts expect the Federal Reserve will once again leave interest rates unchanged when the board meets at the end of the month. However, hopes of a rate cut this spring are fading.
I think that unless the data improve dramatically, where we see a real pushing down of the inflation rate, I think it's much more unlikely that the Fed will act and that they will keep rates at this same level.
The Fed believes keeping interest rates high will eventually bring inflation down to the target level of just 2%. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
1221 and a new study shows just how harmful plastic water bottles may be. A look at the study is still ahead. And Amazon has a new robo-taxi, and Honda is working to solidify the name in the EV market. The newest in high-tech vehicles from the CES car show. Also, former President Trump is in court as his civil fraud suit is winding down. We'll have remarks from the former president coming up next. Also coming up in primetime here on CBS at 7:30, Entertainment Tonight, followed by The Neighborhood, then Bob Hart's Abishola at 8:30, NCIS at 9, NCIS Hawaii at 10. Watch Kiro 7 tonight at 11, followed up with The Late Show with Stephen Colbert at 11:30.
The Eagle has landed. That's one small step for man.
Hey, what's up?
Houston, we have a situation. How did you get here?
Your character's in our video game.
Video game?
Yeah, it's what we do with Xfinity 10G. It's like, you know, the best network imaginable.
What the heck is that?
Those are the bad guys.
Are they friendly?
The 10G network, only from Xfinity. One giant leap for mankind.
And this gentleman here is Walter Zaney.
So he started Greenwood?
Back in 1918.
Wait, you're named after the founder.
Sitting next to him is my great-great-great-grandpup, Baxter.
No way. Is that a Lennox Torrid's own furnace?
Proudly installed by Greenwood, of course.
Man, a lot sure has changed over the years.
With technology, sure, but we've never strayed from our commitment to providing you with a more comfortable home.
AAA Heating and AC is having a 000 sale. Pay zero down, zero payments, and zero interest for 12 months, plus up to $1,500 off when installing a new heating and cooling system. Visit AAAHeatingAC.com.
You're the one to call. You've been the one to call for so long because we're the one to count on.
We're always trying to go above and beyond for the customer.
We take pride in what we do.
We are the one. We're the only one.
Southwest Plumbing, the one to call.
Turn your old gold or silver into new jewelry at Lizzie's. Lizzie's pays the highest prices for gold and silver. Get cash, beautiful estate, or new jewelry. Lizzie's, the biggest little jewelry store in the West.
You'll love Lizzie's.
Look your best with body contouring at Anderson Sobel Cosmetic. Return to work in as soon as 3 days. Payments as low as $196 a month on approved credit. Call today for a free consultation. 1-800-THE-FACE or online 800theface.com.
Step into another world. Dive deep into the mesmerizing beauty of the ocean and get ready for an unforgettable adventure together, where the mysteries of the deep unravel before you. Join us. Experience the awe at Seattle Aquarium. Buy your tickets today at seattleaquarium.org/tickets.
Make your house a home with a new spa from Aquarex. Aquarex has the lowest prices in the Puget Sound area with 5 brands in stock ready for immediate delivery. Easy financing. Before you buy a spa anywhere, be sure to see Aquarex. Lots of stores have January sales, but nothing like Furniture World's January blowout sale. Save 30, 40, even 50% on Sealy mattresses, sofas, chairs, sectionals, bedroom and dining room furniture. No credit needed or 12 months no interest financing OAC. Only at family-owned Furniture World.
At JR Furniture.
The stage is set for the Iowa caucus as GOP presidential rivals Nikki Haley and Ron DeSantis finish their final debate ahead of next week's caucus. Former UN Ambassador Nikki Haley and Florida Governor Ron DeSantis in their first head-to-head debate. Right now, both sit behind frontrunner Donald Trump, who refused to take part in the debate, holding a solo town hall on Fox News instead. Both Haley and DeSantis were Trump supporters during his presidency, but took aim at the former president last night.
He said he was going to drain the swamp. He did not deliver that.
I don't think that President Trump is the right president to go forward.
Former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie announced he is suspending his campaign. And the New York civil fraud trial against former President Donald Trump is winding down after more than 3 months of testimony. Bradley Blackburn is at the courthouse with the latest as this case nears an end.
Closing arguments are underway in former President Donald Trump's civil fraud trial. He talked to reporters before heading into the courtroom.
As you know, I want to speak. I want to make the summation. At this moment, the judge is not letting me make the summation because I'll bring up things that he doesn't want to hear.
Trump made a last-minute request to deliver part of the closing arguments himself, but Judge Arthur Engoron ruled against it when the two sides could not agree to terms.
If he can make the closing argument, he's testifying but not under oath, and he can commit perjury and fraud. You can't do anything about it.
Trump and his organization are accused of tax fraud to get better loan terms or lower taxes on properties, charges that the frontrunner for the Republican presidential nomination has repeatedly claimed are politically motivated.
It's election interference at the highest level. It's a disgrace.
Here at the courthouse in New York, security is a little tighter today following a bomb threat made this morning at the judge's home. This is the 10th time Trump has appeared in court since the civil trial began. Back in November, he took the stand in his own defense, clashing with prosecutors and the judge when he refused to answer questions with a simple yes or no. At one point, the judge threatened to remove Trump from the witness stand due to his outbursts. That day, New York Attorney General Letitia James said Trump's distractions can't hide the truth.
The only thing that matters are the facts and the numbers. And numbers, my friends, don't lie.
In addition to the civil case, Trump faces 91 criminal counts in 4 different cases. He has pleaded not guilty in all those cases. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
And let's take a quick look at the big board on Wall Street, where we started off this morning fine, but we are in the red zone. Dow is down right now 1 point, it looks like. And some local stocks, we have Amazon and Microsoft in the green, but Starbucks, looks like Starbucks is down. It is 12:28, and coming up, it's going to be a cold day today, but people are coming in hot with new flavors. We're talking about Peeps. The new flavors still ahead.
From remote control cars to flying taxis, I'm Jessica Naziri in Las Vegas at CES with the latest in high-tech vehicles.
And a new study on zebrafish could lead to some major improvements in the medical world. How fish are unlocking unanswered questions for humans.
Step into another world. Dive deep into the mesmerizing beauty of the ocean and get ready for an unforgettable adventure together, where the mysteries of the deep unravel before you. Join us. Experience the awe at Seattle Aquarium. Buy your tickets today at seattleaquarium.org/tickets.
Southwest Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric is the one to call for all your drain needs, because we're the ones who quickly take care of your drains with fast, reliable, same-day service. Go to 12call.com.
Southwest Plumbing, the one to call.
AAA Heating and AC is having a 000 sale. Pay $0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 12 months, plus up to $1,500 off when installing a new heating and cooling system. Visit AAAHeatingAC.com.
Lots of stores have January sales, but nothing like Furniture World's January blowout sale. Save 30, 40, even 50% on Sealy mattresses, sofas, chairs, sectionals, bedroom and dining room furniture. No credit needed or 12 months no interest financing OAC. Only at family-owned Furniture World.
Toyota is all about having choices, like more all-wheel drive choices than anyone else, including this powerful new Tundra with the best resale value in its class.
Toyota also believes in the power of personal choice for reducing carbon emissions, including this built-in-the-USA electrified Tundra Hybrid.
Now choose 4.99 APR financing on any new Tundra, plus get $1,000 bonus cash on 23 Tundras.
The choice is yours. Toyota, let's go places.
Custom Ink helps us celebrate and drive our students' achievements with custom gear. They love Custom Ink's different styles and designs. We love how Custom Ink makes the process simple with their easy-to-use design lab, expert artists ready to help, and unbeatable customer service. Custom Ink allows our kids to show everyone their accomplishments and the pride they have in our school. When we place an order, I know they got our back, so we can focus on the kids.
Custom Ink has hundreds of products to help you feel connected. Upload your logo or start your design today at customink.com.
Shopping pictures.
Whoa. The unexpected can happen to any of us. That's why SelectQuote makes it easy to get the life insurance coverage you need to protect your family for less than $1 a day.
SelectQuote found me a $500,000 policy for only $98.9 KPNW.
Right now on Kiro 7 News.
Thanks for watching Kiro 7 News. It is 12:31 and we are taking a live look outside. It looks like this is snow calming. A lot of folks are, I guess, taking advantage of all that fresh pow-pow that's fallen out there. We have our Kiro 7 pinpoint meteorologist, Nick Allard, who doesn't like the word pow-pow, but you are tracking that fresh powder, especially in the mountains, Nick.
Call it whatever you want, because there will be more. Another, maybe 6 to 12 inches, depending on your elevation and what part of the Cascades you're in. If you look here in Lake Stevens, we've had a little bit of snow, slushy stuff falling, not a ton, but it's been there. Look at this, 26 to 42 from Bellingham to Tacoma. Northeast wind has increased in Bellingham over the past few hours, and that's pushing in, the Fraser outflow is pushing in that cold, dry air. Alone, just in and of itself, in the air mass we had in place, we already had a little bit of convergence from Whidbey Island to Everett with that convergence zone and the two differing wind directions coming together. And we're still seeing pockets of that where you've had some snow and some wet snow. But with that northeast wind increasing and that front slowly sliding south, yeah, I do think more convergence and more snow along that front is possible. And if you look ahead, this is your wind tracker. Watch from now through, say, about 5 to 8. What you'll notice is increasing northeast wind. See, it's still southwesterly at 5 in Tacoma. It will continue to move south late and into the overnight hours. And so I think even into tomorrow morning, there'll be some north wind just barely pushing into Chehalis. Because of that, the cold, dry air is spreading everywhere. And because of that, I'm really worried about the temperatures, also concerned with the snow, but more than anything, the temperatures. We have wind chill advisories for all these places. I looked at one reading, for example, Bellingham may drop to about 6 overnight, and with gusts that could approach in that 40-mile-per-hour range, you could get temperatures that are potentially feeling like they're 10, below zero, feeling like. And that's the case all over the spots highlighted there in blue. So what we need to do coming up is look at the overnight temperatures, look at the future for the wind, and also talk about, yes, where we could find some pockets of snow and wet snow. Yeah, that's an issue. But to me, Niku, the temperatures are a bigger deal with highs in the teens and 20s the next few days.
Yeah, that is just really, really cold. Thanks, Nick. It's 12:33 and the FAA has pointed out some criticism when it comes to Boeing following the shocking in-flight mishap during an Alaska Airlines flight. The agency said, quote, "This incident should have never happened and it cannot happen again."
Yeah, I think you need to pause when something like this is happening. It's tragic, it's huge. You have to pause.
The headaches are going to continue for Alaska Airlines passengers. Hundreds more flights will be canceled through Saturday because of the grounded Boeing jet. This as a Hawaii-bound Alaska flight on a Boeing 737 was diverted to Portland this afternoon because of communications issues. It's the second emergency landing there in 5 days. Last Friday, a hole blew out of an Alaska flight 12 minutes after the 737 MAX 9 took off from Portland. Now that makes 2 troubles in mid-flight for Alaska Airlines in 5 days. No serious injuries in either incident. Kiro 7's Deborah Horn spoke to passengers about their confidence in the airline.
This latest news is not good for Alaska nor for its passengers, but I have to say many of those passengers remain very loyal. Still, it is easy to find someone whose travel plans have been affected by the grounding of the 737 MAX 9. The lines at Alaska Airlines are getting shorter, but even now, some 5 days after a near catastrophic blowout on Alaska Flight 1282 over Portland, the ripple effects are still being felt.
We tried to get a flight back from Houston, and we couldn't get on Alaska Airlines, so we booked on Delta.
This couple from Alaska was in Houston for the UW Huskies' appearance in the National College Football Championships. But they are taking both the Huskies' 34-13 loss and any travel issues with Alaska in stride.
And we did it early enough. We got a flight back pretty easily.
And now you're on Alaska going back.
Yeah, going back to Juneau.
Those people are lucky that they got the plane back down safely.
So your confidence in Alaska has not been shaken?
No, not really, no.
We got the masks on and settled in. Brady reached for my hand, and then they said, "This is now when we pray, right, Grammy?" And I said, "Yep, this is when we pray."
Vicki Krebs was on board that ill-fated flight Friday night. She was escorting her young grandchildren back home to Southern California, all 3 sitting in row 19 when a door plug blew out at row 26. No one was sitting in the seat next to the window. She too praised the Alaska crew for the survival of all 171 passengers on board.
On the flight, the crew were just amazing. Really felt, like they were in it with us, right?
With the Boeing 737 MAX 9 grounded until further notice, she says she has one major concern.
Just really making sure it doesn't happen again.
Alaska says that they will work with passengers whose flights are canceled to make sure they get to their destination, but the pain for their passengers continues. Reporting at SEA, Deborah Horn, Kiro 7 News.
Well, police have arrested a 21-year-old man for allegedly shooting and killing a rideshare driver. Yet, even with this arrest, the family of the driver is still left processing the whole situation. Kiro 7's Jake Chapman breaks down the latest details.
One question that I have for him is why? Why have you done that?
It's been a week of heartbreak for the family of 31-year-old Abdulkar Gadi Sharif.
Somebody elder who will help them cross the street with them, and he's been doing all the charity works, and he's a man of forgiveness. If something happened, they say, no, just forgive, just forgive, just forgive.
The rideshare driver who was shot and killed at random at this intersection off Edmonds Way a week ago.
We've been grieving and mourning his loss because literally it was like unexpected.
It still hurts until this day. We did not even accept it. We still think it still is a dream.
Edmonds PD arrested a 21-year-old man in connection to Gadi Sharif's murder, while it's news his family has been waiting for.
Not right for a 21-year-old to find a weapon and just go around shooting a person that's literally waiting for the light to turn green and bang, just right then and there.
His brother, Abdur Rahman, is also a rideshare driver. And during an emotional interview at the Seattle Rideshare Drivers Association headquarters addressing the arrest, he feels his job isn't safe anymore.
We all immigrated, and this is not what we have expected from anybody. It could happen to any of us.
For each case that has happened leaves a dent to family members.
And while the Sharif family hopes justice is swift,
please, all we can say is that we need justice for our brother and for our family and for our community.
They also wish they had more time.
We all thought we're going to live up to 60, 70, 80, 90, see our grandkids, all of that, but today he's below us.
Now, that 21-year-old has been booked into the Snohomish County Jail, where he faces second-degree murder charges. Edmonds police plan to hold a press conference this afternoon to address how they were able to find the man responsible for this tragedy. We'll be sure to follow that as more details come out. And we were finding out new details about a stabbing in Seattle. We brought this to you as breaking news Tuesday night. Seattle police say officers arrested a man after he robbed and stabbed another man for his scooter. A city DOT camera at nearby 3rd and Columbia captured some of the emergency response. You can see a pretty large response there. The attack happened on 5th Avenue, not far from SPD headquarters. Police say after the victim was stabbed, he shot the suspect. Both of them went to the hospital. Once the suspect is released, he'll be booked into jail. And companies from around the world are revealing the latest tech at the CES show in Las Vegas. That includes some new cars that could change the way we drive or even fly. Jessica Naziri takes us there to see it firsthand.
Honda is charging into the electric car market. The auto giant unveiled 2 futuristic-looking EVs at CES. One is a minivan-type concept called Space Hub, and a sleeker version dubbed the Saloon, which could debut in 2026. Amazon is showing off the latest version of the Zoox robotaxi. The autonomous vehicle uses radar cameras and infrared to build a 360-degree view of its surroundings. It will be tested on roads in Las Vegas later this year.
The rides are pretty short. On-demand rides in dense urban environments are between 5 and 15, 20 minutes. They're pretty hop on, hop off.
Hyundai has a loftier vision for the taxi. This one can fly. The Supernal electric taxi is designed to take off vertically and cruise at 120 miles per hour. The company believes the 4-passenger vehicle could be flying by 2028.
The rotors are smaller, so it'll be quieter, much quieter than helicopters.
Back on the ground, Hyundai is offering a new way to get out of a tight spot. The vehicle is equipped with an e-corner system that allows the wheels to turn in just about any direction, which could make parking a breeze. And if you'd rather have someone else do the parking, BMW has a new concept. This vehicle appears to be driving itself, but it's actually controlled remotely. Multiple screens help the teleoperator drive the vehicle. BMW believes the system could one day be used for valet parking or even to assist drivers who want someone else to take the wheel for a while. Jessica Naziri for CBS News, Las Vegas.
That is pretty cool. And something else that's cool, Swedish scientists are breeding thousands of zebrafish to be used in research. They hope that the research can unlock the secrets of human illnesses, things like cancer. How the researchers are doing it still ahead. And using a plastic water bottle may be convenient, but it is potentially hurting your health. The impacts it could have and how you can find safer.
Lots of stores have January sales, but nothing like Furniture World's January blowout sale. Save 30, 40, even 50% on Sealy mattresses, sofas, chairs, sectionals, bedroom and dining room furniture. No credit needed or 12 months no interest financing OAC. Only at family-owned Furniture World.
Southwest Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric is the one to call for all your drain needs because we're the ones who quickly take care of your drains with fast, reliable, same-day service. Go to 122call.com.